Now, your Weather Authority forecast from meteorologist Hannah Gard.
Temperatures outside dropping quickly tonight. We're already seeing some upper 30s. Bay St. Louis 37 degrees already this evening, 39 in Hammond. So we certainly are going to see a very cool start. Tomorrow we'll probably drop a couple more degrees. We might see some patchy frost up to the north as well with these cool temperatures, but the winds are a bit more brisk, so that is going to prevent a lot of that frost formation. Down to the south though, seeing low 50s in the city, in the mid 50s just on the lakefront, but Belchase 45 right now. So that cool air definitely sinking in still. The high pressure is up to the northeast of us, and you can see the southerly flow is really over to our west, where we're having a little bit warmer temperatures toward Dallas. Meanwhile, we're just still stuck in that cooler air, and we're stuck there for a while. We really don't see much of a change in that surface flow all the way through the week. So what we need is that southerly flow to return, or those southerly winds, and it just doesn't do that. So we still stay in the low 60s each day for our highs, and we actually will start to taper off into the weekend. What will change is the clouds are going to increase, which will help to insulate us more overnight. It's not as cloudy tonight, so that's why those temperatures are still falling very quickly. So maybe patchy frost tomorrow morning, but it's not going to be as cold Thursday and Friday. We'll stay in those upper 40s to low 50s across the area. Now, what is going to change is once we get to the weekend, we are looking at a gale low forming in the Gulf. That's going to bring gusty winds and rainfall, along with a storm system that's going to come across the southern plains into our area, along with that low. So these two are going to interact and bring us that rain and wind chance come the weekend. Now, right now, the low doesn't exist. We're just seeing very disorganized, stormy weather by the Yucatan Peninsula over the Caribbean. There's not really a surface low yet, but it is going to start to come together over the next couple of days. But what we are seeing over to the west is this U-shaped dip here in the water vapor, where we're starting to see those oranges. That's a big upper level low pressure system. We look for that counterclockwise spin. You can see that here, and it's already starting to pop up some snow and rain near the Rockies. So that's headed our way. It's going to push this high pressure out, and high means drier. So we're going to see the rain chance come back into play. Now, here's that low forming. Becomes very disturbed to the south of us, and we start to see those storms pop up on that cold front as it heads across the plains. Now, once these get close to each other, they're going to begin to interact. What typically happens is we'll see this get pulled up a little bit more to the northeast as this low gets pulled to the south, because these try to spin around each other when we have surface lows. And you can see that here on the model. We start to get this low becoming stronger, and typically what will happen is the weaker low pressure system will kind of become part of this low. So it's pretty interesting to watch here on the models, because there is a discrepancy between them, but depending on how much these start to interact is how long we're going to see the rain into the weekend. So this is Saturday. I think Saturday for sure looks to be the rainiest, windiest day. It's definitely not going to be pleasant to be outdoors, but some of the models have, even on the back end here, some more rain coming down into Sunday. So that's something to watch as those two systems interact and this low becomes stronger and stronger as it heads up the East Coast. We still could see some rainfall even into Sunday. Now, what we will notice over the next couple of days, the winds, especially offshore, are really going to pick up. We already have a small craft advisory in effect through tomorrow into Thursday morning. By the time we get to Friday, I think we could have a gale warning even offshore, because those winds are going to stay incredibly strong. But the seas, especially on Thursday, will be very choppy. Here's that timeline, though, for the impacts. I think coastal high tides will really be Wednesday through Friday, because we have that easterly direction of the winds. And then rainfall is going to be mostly Saturday, Sunday. The winds start picking up at the end of the week on Friday. So this is going to be at least Friday through Sunday that we start to see the impacts from these systems. Again, though, I put 60% on Saturday and tapered it off into Sunday because I'm more certain about that rainfall chance on Saturday. But like I said, depending on the interaction between those two low pressure systems, we could see some more rainfall lasting even into Sunday. Once we get a little bit closer and we get the high resolution models, we'll have a better idea. Now, here's a rainfall total model here This is what I'm worried about when we get those streaks of bullseyes of higher rain totals. That's what we have to watch out for that flood threat. If we see some rainfall trying to train over the area as it gets sucked into that Gulf flow, certainly could cause some flooding concerns into the weekend. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that system as we head into Saturday, Sunday. Temperatures really not moving very far. We're actually going to dip down into the weekend, Meg. So as we have those rainy, windy conditions, it's also going to be chilly, unfortunately. So not looking great. Another weekend storm chance.
Yeah, I wonder why it keeps falling on weekends.
You know, sometimes the weather will get into these patterns where it's a week apart. So we're kind of in that storm pattern right now where they're just unfortunately falling on the weekend every time.
All right, we'll see what happens this weekend. Thanks,
Yes.
Hannah. Well,